So, hello guys, how are you all? Welcome to today's video. I'm going to explain a new story, so without any unnecessary talk, let's get started. The story begins by telling us about a world where every individual has the opportunity to become a god. First, you start as a normal god, then a demigod, moving on to God, Supreme God, God King, and even beyond that. But how does one become like that? Well, when a person turns 18, something called a divine domain appears within them. It's like a small personal world, and various creatures can appear within it. These creatures could be anything, from a small bug to a dragon, or a wolf, or even a goblin. The more you train your domain and the stronger you make it, the higher your chances of becoming a special god. So that's the setup of the world. But let's come to our main character, whose name is Han. He is, as usual, a very noobish guy. There's this boy in his class who blackmails him, saying, listen, if you don't give me what I want in time, I'll enter your domain and destroy your domain's core. Once the core is destroyed, your domain will be ruined, and you'll never become a god in this lifetime. Our main character, Han, says, but how can I give you anything? I'm just a poor guy. And by the way, Han's domain is considered one of the weakest domains in the world. The creature in his domain? It's a grasshopper. Yeah, literally a grasshopper. Han tells us, my name is Han, and I used to live on Earth. Then suddenly I was transported to this world. I thought life would be better here, but after arriving, I realized that life was actually worse here. Before his grandfather died, he told him that his parents were still alive somewhere in this world, but he didn't know where. You should find them, he said. There's also this girl in Han's class who tells him, listen, dude, become my servant, and the kids who bother you will never be able to mess with you again. Meanwhile, that boy from his class who always threatens him says, listen, I want your points. If you don't bring me 100 divine points by tomorrow, I'll destroy your domain's core, and you'll never be able to cultivate again. Our main character, Han, is like, wow, my life was already ruined the moment I entered this world. I have to find my parents, get rid of this girl, while deal with this bully. How am I supposed to handle all of this? He doesn't know what to do, so he decides to enter his domain. There's this machine that allows people to enter their domains. He enters his domain and sees that it looks quite nice, but appearances don't matter. Power does. And in his domain, there are billions of grasshoppers. But come on, grasshoppers. How can they possibly help me improve? He checks his status and sees that there's nothing special about it. But wait, a second. There are two special things he notices. One is called Choose One, and the other is Sacrifice. What does this mean? The Choose One ability means that you've been chosen by heaven itself. You are one of those rare people who have been chosen. The second ability, Sacrifice, means that if you sacrifice any living thing, the system will give you an item of its choice in return. Our main character thinks, wow, I've heard stories about chosen ones before. Those guys usually end up becoming amazing. Oh crap, I've been given that title too. That means I can become incredible as well, and with Sacrifice, I can give something up and get some incredible item in return. This will help him a lot in progressing forward. But then he remembers that bully who threatened him, demanding 100 divine points. If Han gives him 100 points, how will he use them? He starts thinking, how do I get out of this situation? How? Suddenly an idea strikes him. He thinks, oh my God, what an idea, but it's super risky. If it works, I'll be able to get out of this situation easily. But if it doesn't, I'll be totally ruined. But my life's already messed up, so I'll take the risk. The next day at school, the girl who always asks Han to be her servant comes back. Come on, become my servant, she says. I'm telling you, as long as we study together, no one will even be able to touch you. So just become my servant quickly. But our main character refuses. She says, but why, man? You're the most useless guy in our class. Your domain is so pathetic, filled with just grasshoppers. Everyone will beat you up. Why don't you get it? Why don't you just become my servant? Our main character, Han, says, ma'am, you're right. There's a lot of benefit to being your servant, but still, I don't want to do it. I want to live my life with freedom. She warns him, you'll regret this a lot. Now we move to the bully, who approaches Han and says, come on, I asked for divine points. Are you going to give them to me or not? Han responds, get lost, dog. I'm not giving you anything. The bully, shocked, says, did you just call me a dog? It seems like you've gotten a little too brave. Should I destroy your divine core? And says, go ahead, try destroying it. The bully is taken aback. Whoa, this guy who was always so scared of me is suddenly talking with so much attitude? What's going on? Could it be that he's become that girl's servant? No, if he had, she'd be with him. But she's not even looking in our direction. The other kids egg him on, saying, boss, he's challenging you. Destroy his core. We've never seen anyone's core get destroyed before. Go on, boss. Do it. Bully responds, all right, time to enter his divine domain. There's a card which, when used, allows someone to enter another person's domain in exchange for points. The bully enters Han's domain, and Han also enters his own domain. In front of him is a massive gate that connects his domain to the bully's. It's like a door, with Han's domain on one side and the bully's on the other. The bully's domain is filled with creatures that look like goblins. Seeing this, the other kids watching the fight say, look, his domain is full of goblins, and Han's domain has nothing but a little grasshopper. Let's see how this plays out. One of them says, wait a second, Han's grasshopper. It's not an ordinary grasshopper. It's an elite grasshopper. And these grasshoppers explode like bombs. The blast is so powerful that it might even kill the goblins. Another person says, nah, I don't believe it. Han's a loser. It's just a blast. It won't do much. Now the battle begins, and Han unleashes his grasshoppers, which explode and kill many of the goblins. Han is happy, and we flash back to the previous day when he had that risky idea. What was the idea? Well, when he received the sacrifice ability, he sacrificed 2 billion of his grasshoppers. In return, the system gave him 3 options. 1, he could receive 100 goblins. 2, he could gain an ability that would gradually make his domain stronger. 3, he could receive explosive grasshoppers. Han thought, if I choose option 1, I'll get 100 goblins, but that guy already has 5,000 goblins. I won't be able to compete with that. Option 2 will make my domain better over time, but how will I beat that bully? So, I'll choose option 3, the explosive grasshoppers. With that, he was given a bunch of explosive grasshoppers, which he is now using in the battle. His grasshoppers attack and kill many goblins. The bully's elite goblin is the only one left alive, but most of the other goblins have been wiped out. Han, feeling confident, says, you wanted to destroy my core, right? Well, come on then, try it. The crowd watching the fight is stunned, saying, whoa, Han actually killed a bunch of goblins. Even the elite goblin is at risk now. The girl who wanted Han to be her servant says, interesting. This is getting fun. The bully, now scared, tries to open the door to his domain and says to his goblins, come on, any of you who are still alive, return to my domain. Han, however, says, no, no, no. Go inside his domain and blast it. The bully pleads, please don't do this. Stop, stop. Don't kill my goblins. But Han doesn't stop and continues to kill the goblins in the bully's domain. The bully begs, please, Han, stop. I'll give you whatever you want. Just don't destroy my core. Han says, now you're begging? Our main character says, you came to destroy my core, right? But now I'm going to destroy your core here. The other guy responds, no, brother, you absolutely can't do that. Do you even know who my parents are? Both of them are demigod level people. They won't spare you. Our main character says, let them not spare me. I'm going to destroy your core right here. As he approaches the core, all the grasshoppers come near. The other guy pleads, please, brother, I'll give you whatever you want. Just don't destroy my core. I'm begging you. Our main character says, now that you've joined your hands, stay like that. I'm going to destroy it anyway. Suddenly, the teacher arrives and says, hey kid, stop it. There's no need for you to do all this. The other guy says, sir, you've come. Please save me. He's going to destroy my core. But our main character was still determined to destroy the core and wasn't stopping. The other guy says again, sir, please stop him. He isn't stopping. The teacher says, hey, what are you doing? Stop it immediately. Our main character responds, but teacher, what are you doing here? The teacher says, I'm your teacher. You're fighting. So it's my job to stop the fight. Our main character says, when this guy was bothering me, hitting me, and trying to destroy my core, you didn't come to stop him. But now that I'm about to destroy his core, you've come to stop me? The teacher replies, we'll explain later. He thinks to himself, that kid is a member of the Zhang family. His parents are both demigod level people. Who would want to mess with them? But this kid is such a fool. The teacher says, please stop it. Don't do this. Our main character says, no, now it will happen for sure. The teacher pleads, please, I'm begging you with folded hands. Our main character replies, fold your hands all you want, but I will destroy it. Then he causes all the grasshoppers to explode and the core also blasts. He says, well, it's done. The blast has happened here. I'm leaving now. Teacher, you should leave too. They come outside and the other guy is crying, brother, you've ruined my core. Now I'll never become a god. My life is destroyed. The teacher also comes and says, hey, where did that boy go? People say, oh, he left. The teacher says, man, that kid really messed things up. We'll have to expel him from the school. And that's where this chapter ends.